This is how narcissists really feel inside their misery. Hey everyone! Today, let's flip the script a bit and explore a question that's often overlooked. Do narcissists ever express their own sense of misery? Do they harbor regrets and experience emotional pain like the rest of us? The answer might surprise you. Yes, indeed, narcissists do grapple with their fair share of inner turmoil. When their facade begins to crack, their misery seeps out, often manifesting as intense anger and frustration. And trust me, it's not hard to spot. So in this video, we're diving into the hidden world of narcissistic misery. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind their inner conflicts and how they navigate the complexities of their emotions. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're curious to learn more about the mysterious inner workings of narcissists, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Let's embark on this exploration together. So let's talk about how narcissists deal when life starts feeling like a bumpy ride. Do they whip out some deep reflection or start pondering the meaning of it all? Nope, not really. Instead, they hit autopilot mode and dig into their trusty bag of tricks, rely on the same old strategies they've used a gazillion times before. Thing is, these techniques, they're like a broken record. They've tried them over and over again, like 792 times. But hey, who's counting? And guess what? They've all failed miserably. Yet, here they are, gearing up for round 793, thinking, maybe this time will be different. But let's be real, they're not exactly winning any awards for logic or insight here. When dealing with a narcissist, figuring out who's responsible for what can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. They've got a knack for dodging accountability like a pro, so let's unpack some of their go-to maneuvers when they're feeling down in the dumps. As we go through these, feel free to mentally check off which ones you've seen in action. And then I'll let you in on a little therapist dilemma. So, top of the list, the blame game. No surprises there, right? When things go south, narcissists are quick to point fingers, whether it's at you, their circumstances, or the universe at large. If you hadn't done that, or if I had more of this, or if the stars had aligned differently, they'll say, laying the blame anywhere but on themselves. Sometimes they'll even delve into ancient history, dredging up past grievances faster than you can say, let bygones be bygones. It's all about shifting that responsibility away from them and onto anyone else that can pin it on. When narcissists hit a rough patch, they've got a few more tricks up their sleeve to deal with their misery. One of their favorite moves, putting the pressure on you to change. You'll hear a barrage of you should have, you ought to, and you better, like they've appointed you as their personal happiness guru. It's like they're saying, hey, it's your job to fix me. So, what's your next move? And when they're really feeling low, watch out for the rage. They crank up the volume on their anger dial, hoping that if they make enough noise and show just how miserable they are, you'll suddenly see the light and start bending over backwards to make things right. It's like they're playing a game of emotional chicken, waiting for you to blink first. And if they're not going full on Hulk mode, they might opt for the silent treatment, dripping with passive-aggressive contempt. They think it's their golden ticket to getting what they want, but it just leaves everyone else scratching their heads. Sometimes they'll try to smooth things over by launching into a full-blown justification spree. They'll spin elaborate tales to explain away their behavior, like a politician caught in a scandal. Well, you see, if it weren't for this and that, or you just don't understand the context, they'll say, hoping to twist the truth until it fits their narrative. Another trick in their playbook is finding a complaint buddy. They'll grab lunch with a friend or hop on the phone for a good old-fashioned gripe session, hoping to find validation for their misery. When they come back with a sympathetic nod or two, they feel like they've won some kind of emotional jackpot. Sometimes they'll even throw you a bone with a half-hearted confession, admitting to their wrongdoing when they're backed into a corner. But don't expect much beyond that. It's like they're saying, okay, I said my piece. Now drop it. And that's as far as they're willing to go. Believe it or not, some of them might even dip their toes into counseling waters. Sure, you might not picture them willingly sitting in a therapist's office, but it happens, And when it does, they'll treat it like a complaint box, airing out their grievances and hoping to recruit the therapist as their personal cheerleader. Then they'll drop lines like, "Even Dr. So and so thinks I'm right," to bolster their case. When all else fails, they turn to self-soothing tactics. Whether it's hitting the bottle, lighting up a joint, retail therapy, or diving headfirst into their favorite hobbies, they'll do whatever it takes to drown out the noise of their own discontent. And if that doesn't work, they'll retreat into their own little world, sulking and stewing in their own bitterness. Sometimes they'll even go full-on rebel mode, blaming their misdeeds on everyone but themselves, or throwing themselves into work or other distractions to escape reality. What's missing from all these coping mechanisms I've mentioned? Well, it's some serious soul-searching. See, when narcissists hit a rough patch, they don't take a deep dive into their own character and ask the tough questions. They don't stop and think, who am I really? What's behind all this anger and chaos? Sure, other people might have their issues with me, but what's going on at my core that I need to fix? As a therapist, one of the biggest challenges I face is coaching people to connect with their essence, their true selves. It's about getting down to the nitty-gritty of personal identity and understanding what makes you, well, you. But for narcissists, this is where their coping skills totally fall apart. If they really want to heal and grow, they need to start by looking inward and embracing qualities like selflessness, self-restraint, and love. But here's the kicker. Narcissists rarely, if ever, think like this. They don't ponder on what it means to be unselfish or to show restraint in their interactions. They don't strive to let go of control or lean into love, and forget about accepting their flaws and building mutual understanding with others. Nope, these introspective, growth-oriented thoughts just don't register on their radar. Or how about this? I get it now. Trying to force others to change to suit me isn't the answer. What if I became the change I want to see and led by example, starting with myself? And hey, how about a little growth and accountability? What if I committed to lifelong learning and surrounded myself with people who keep me in check? Sounds pretty solid, right? Some narcissists might nod along and even entertain the idea for a hot minute. But when they don't see the instant results they crave from the outside world, they bail. Because let's face it, diving into their inner world feels like swimming upstream to them. If you told a narcissist to work on their essence, they'd probably scoff and say, "Nah, that's for the weaklings. Everyone else needs to change." And off they go, back to their old habits that lead nowhere. So it's clear that narcissists persist in their destructive patterns, often resorting to strategies that ensure their own failure. That's why it's crucial to understand what you're dealing with and adjust your expectations accordingly. You may not be able to accompany them on a journey of true growth, but you can focus on your own self-awareness and development. If you found this discussion insightful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on future videos. We're committed to bringing you more content that can benefit you on your journey. Remember, narcissists may resist change and continue to suffer, relying on ineffective coping mechanisms. But you have the power to examine your essence, grow, and evolve in a way that they cannot. Make a lifelong commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, and in doing so, find your own place of peace. And before we part ways, consider checking out the free book and one-on-one consultation resources available in the description below. These additional tools can support you further on your path to understanding and healing. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with others who may benefit from this discussion. Your engagement helps us reach more people and build a supportive community. Until next time, take care and continue on your journey of self-discovery and growth.